Damon Hill enjoying his last race as the reigning world champion. So let's get down to business. And the qualifying session here couldn't have been more vital. That race into the first corner could be critical for the World Championship. So what happened in qualifying? James Allen knows.
Michael Schumacher and Jacques Villeneuve went into this qualifying confrontation separated by a single point. They ended the most remarkable session of the season even tighter together. The day began with Villeneuve and Eddie Irvine clashing in the pit lane after the Irishman blocked Jacques' last hot lap in morning practice. But once the main event got underway, the Canadian lost no time in chalking his name firmly on provisional pole. There were off-road adventures aplenty. Jean Lacey.
And he spun again.
He goes again.
Jordan's Ralph Schumacher.
He spins out.
He won't get out of there. That's the end of it.
And Prost's Olivier Panis.
He's really on the throttle. Look, now he's lost it again. He's aborted. Oh no, he's off into the gravel trap. That won't be a problem for him. But really was giving it too much throttle too early.
Then, incredibly, Michael Schumacher, despite a worrying but thankfully static yellow flag, equalled Jacques' time.
And over the line goes Michael Schumacher and moves up into second place with a time exactly the same as Jacques Villeneuve's to the nearest 1,000th of a second.
Jacques went out again and looked on course to go even quicker, but then he pushed a little too hard.
He's lost time there. He's lost time there.
Well, the grass is nice and dry, but it's cost him a couple of tenths. That's a shame.
More drama followed when Williams' Heinz-Harald Frentzen made a last-gasp effort for pole and joined the party, clocking up exactly the same time as well.
It is amazing! I cannot believe this! Heinz-Harald Frentzen has done exactly the same time as Jacques Villeneuve and Michael Schumacher and stays therefore in third place.
But as Jacques did it first, he's on pole, with Michael alongside him on the front row. Frentzen is third with a fabulous effort from Damon Hill in fourth. The McLarens of Mika Hakkinen and David Coulthard line up fifth and sixth. As for the other Brits, Eddie Irvine took seventh, Johnny Herbert was back in 14th place. An incredible day, especially for the front runners.
Pole position-wise, it's been a good season, so that's been a good thing, but now what's important is to have a good start tomorrow.
I've never seen it as close as that, all on the same time. Your heart must have been in your mouth.
Well, it is surprising. If you weren't here, you probably would believe that it was made on purpose. But it makes for a great last race.
Feeling pretty confident?
Yeah, the car is very good, even more so on old tires, so I'm very confident.
Frank told me I should go into the first row between Jacques and Michael, but it was not possible.
You're seventh on the grid for the race tomorrow. How much help can you be from there?
Well, unless I make an amazing start and Villeneuve makes a bad one and I get ahead of Villeneuve, very little.
So you think Michael's on his own tomorrow?
Pretty much so, but he's a good starter. We've been working on the starts and I'm confident he should beat Villeneuve off the line, and we'll see.
How much help can you be to Jacques tomorrow?
Well, I have to say Jacques is in a very good position to help himself. In my starting grid position, I have a good opportunity to watch the race from behind. I mean, Michael has got at the moment difficult help from Eddie. I think these both guys in front have to look for themselves.
What did you think of that qualifying session?
Well, it's extraordinary. We were working out that even if they're all within about half a tenth of each other, you'd expect to see that about once every 150 years. See it at this particular race is extraordinary. In fact, we were all saying to Bernie, you fixed that, you see. But in fact, the backup timing system, which is that was all done with the transponders, backup system with the lights, gave exactly the same, but to the thousandths, which it doesn't always do. So it obviously was spot on. It's absolutely extraordinary.
So what are your hopes for the race tomorrow?
Well, I just hope that it's a wonderful contest right down to the last corner, because that would be the ideal. I very much hope we don't have any tiresome accidents, but I think the drivers hope that as much as we do, and I'm sure that they'll do everything they can to make sure it runs fair and smooth.
So, the most sensational qualifying session ever, and Michael Schumacher starts on the front row of the grid tomorrow. Michael, a Williams in front of you, a Williams behind you. How can you possibly read the race?
I mean, the start is going to be the crucial point. Doing a good one brings me into the lead, into the first corner, which I'm quite sure if I have that, then I should be in good position to win the race. question mark is going to be if the start doesn't work that well, and I'm going to be stuck behind Frentzen. That's the point.
Talking about the start, you're actually on the right-hand side of the track, which is the clean line, isn't it? It's the racing line. Do you think that could be an advantage for you in the sort of drag race to the first corner?
It could be. I mean, I watched obviously the Formula 3000 start. Both of them, I would say, went good for the leader who was on the left side. So it doesn't make a big difference.
It's not a crucial thing.
No, I think it's much more crucial how you get your clutch engaged and how you can take off.
You did a lot of work on old tyres, but your car looked a bit of a handful, I must say, when you were fighting it, especially the back end and the braking. Are you confident about the race for the setup?
If I consider the age of the tyres, yes.
Yeah, so it's not a particular problem, it's just because the tyres are so old.
Basically, yes. I mean, that's something you saw with other drivers as well.
Talking of tyres, Damon is 4th on the grid, very nearly as quick as you today, on a different make of tyre. Do you see any problem there in terms of one lasting better than the other?
No, except having 3 Williams drivers around me. I don't. I mean, he has Bridgestone tyres, yes, and we know they're very good, but then I hope that the Goodyear is going to be prepared to withstand that.
You had a sensational strategy in Japan. Have you got anything hidden up your sleeve for tomorrow?
I hope I'm going to have an ace left on one side.
The race strategy, Michael, is obviously going to be crucial as well, assuming there's no incident in the first corner. How much of a part will you play in deciding if it's 2-stop or 3-stop or whatever?
I mean, like you know, it's Ross and the whole team sitting together, and then we see the numbers and decide then what is the best thing to do. If I have a question mark or doubts, then he will answer them to me and we find an agreement. That's the way it works. It is not that you stand up and say, I want to do that, or I want to do that. I mean,
tomorrow you won't be a bit firmer than normal on this, because obviously it's very critical.
It worked always the right way. Why should I be different than in the past?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, yeah. You have a good rapport, obviously, from car to pit, and you can react to the situation pretty
I have
quickly.
a great trust in my team, and so far they have done a tremendous job all the time. There's no reason why I should think different now.
Well, there we are, all the indications of a sensational Grand Prix tomorrow. You can watch it live on ITV starting at 12:30. But meantime, we're going to leave you with the man who would be king again.
Don't break it.
Got this in pocket, got paddle, I'm gonna use it. Intention, I'm feeling mental, gonna make you notice. Emotion, stimulation.
What a man, what a driver, what an ace, what a world champion.
No visa, just seems so crazy. Gonna make you notice. Gonna use my arms, gonna use my legs, gonna use my style, gonna use my side self, gonna use my fingers, gonna use my imagination. No one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me, 'cause I gonna make you see there's nobody else here. No one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention, give it to me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Michael Schumacher wins the 55th Monaco Grand Prix.